my family. There's no way that this is real, man, it can't be.
How's it going, everyone, and welcome back to Modify Your Life podcast, where I'm your host, Anthony Lopez, also known as Heavy to Modify, and we got our co-host, Modified Frankie. Frankie, also known as, you know what, I just had surgery, people, and that is the intro, okay? And here at Modify Your Life podcast, we talk about modifying your life mentally, physically, emotionally, financially, and spiritually. We are back in the studio after taking about 2 weeks off. All those podcasts were the
ones that Jay made us batch shoot.
Yeah, we batch shot. Yo, shout out to Jay. She put in the work over here. The whole team is working right now. We have 2 closers now.
Yeah.
Filmer and editor and an editor and a
they
podcast
were working
director.
Double time while we were gone.
Yeah, to get all the content up, everything that everyone's working so good. But yeah, surgery went good.
I was just gonna say,
I'm leaking
10
right
pounds
now.
down from
I'm leaking. See that?
Skin.
It's leaking again through my sweats. I still have one drain in right
Surgery's
now. So
ugly.
surgery is not
Surgery's
pretty.
gross.
It is. It's gross. It is definitely gross, and it'll definitely test your relationship because it's a lot of work for the person going through the surgery, but it's also a lot of work for the person that is helping the person that's going through surgery.
It's what did I say the other day? It's all consuming for everyone involved.
Yeah. Well, I mean, anything in life we do is consuming. Like, you were crashing out earlier, and I'm like, you understand, you're living your life, and then you're also helping me live my life, and my life is not normal. Like, it's go, go, go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, but we're getting through it. I mean, it's all good. It's nothing compared to last time.
Tell the people how we're feeling this time around.
I feel better mentally.
I know. I keep getting DMs of people saying, "Oh, he looks so much different this time. Last time he was scaring me."
Yeah, I don't look pale. Even one of my clients said I look pale today. I was like, "Hey, be nice." No, just kidding. No, this time is like, well, I mean, a lot of different factors, right? Like, you have to pay attention to everything. Last surgery, I removed 22 pounds of skin from my body. Not only did they remove 22 pounds of skin from my body, that was my first time ever doing something. Is it intrusive? Or whatever the word is.
I think so.
It's such a crazy surgery. That's my first time ever going through something like that. And it's a lot. It's a lot of different things. And also, too, I got anemic, right? Think about it. So when they remove 22 pounds of skin from your body, even though it's not a messy, bloody surgery, it is still a lot of blood flow and blood rolling through your vessels running through your body.
Your skin,
And there's also blood inside that, the 22 pounds of skin. So I became really anemic and stuff like that. So, and also the last part, which is the most important, is that I was not a good patient.
Oh, 100%.
I was not as calm as I am right now. No. And yes, you guys are probably like, what do you mean you're shooting a podcast? That's different. I was at Glamis. We were traveling back and forth from Vegas to California.
Popping stitches everywhere.
Yeah, all that. Yeah, popping stitches, trying to go, bought a dirt bike. You know what I mean? So it's all this crazy stuff. This time I learned my lesson, and
I feel like you have.
Yeah.
100%.
If I didn't learn my lesson, then shame on me, right? And I preach making mistakes and learning from them, and I would be an idiot if I'm over here saying, hey, join my coaching program, and I can't even learn from my own damn mistakes.
I do think this time around, because you have listened, you started working sooner.
Yeah.
Because you tried the first round, but I think you tried like 4 days after
that was like
surgery.
5 days after surgery.
And then we had to like take you off.
Also, shout out to my clients right now, and I that's a big factor because, you know, who you surround yourself with is you're going to be the fifth, right? I surround myself with my clients, right? So the last group of clients, and I love every my clients, don't get me wrong, but I will be 100% honest with you. This group of people I'm working with right now, my clients, they're kicking ass. They're really helping my mental, because the last time, remember, I had a husband and wife charge back 12 months, right, 6 months apiece. Then they lost weight in my program, and they still lied on their thing. I had one of my guys tell me, like, I don't give a fuck about how much money I owe you. My bills come first. I had a couple other things happen. I had a girl compare herself to being better than I had like 6 or 7 really like direct conversations that were unnecessary.
Yeah.
Because people were being assholes. And I'm not saying I'm perfect. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But they knew I had surgery. They knew I was going through. They knew I was on pain medicine. I was trying to be positive. Like, I wasn't being mean. I don't think I was being mean. But like, these group of clients are like, now I'm about the understanding part of a surgery. It's not their job to be understanding. I appreciate them.
Yeah.
But like, they're kicking ass. Like, every single one I talked to so far has all lost weight. It maybe not a lot. They're like, hey, coach, I'm not gonna lie. The last week I messed up. I knew I was talking to you this week, so I had to get together. But these check-ins are all good. They're positive people. They're down 20, 30, 40, 50, 200, 300 pounds. And this group of people I'm working with, because I am a coach that's hands-on, is doing really good for my mental.
I think they also like.
So thank you, coach, clients.
You've taught them so, like, they know you so well that even though they have been losing weight, some of them like maybe a little bit less than what's
Yeah,
on
the
schedule
teacher,
for them.
the substitute teacher
They're
was in for
you're
2
like,
weeks.
okay, cool. Like and they're like, okay, but I know that like with my tracking this day, I was about like they're taking like full accountability. It's like next week we're gonna work on this, and you're like, what?
Do my job for me. Well, it's like it's like at school. It's like when you had the substitute teacher in. And they brought the big old TV with the wheels. You knew what time it was, right? It was kickback time, right? You know, you pass your little girl a little note like you like me, circle yes or no. You know, chill, big dog. But you know what I mean. So it's like I get it, and you know I want my clients to be able to win without me. But sometimes it takes a while to get there. You know what I mean. Even I have a coaches, and even I have a business coach and a life coach, and you're my number one cheapest therapist. Well, you're my most expensive therapist, but you're my best therapist.
Thanks.
Right. Which is, I think, something is always needed, right? But now it's time for us to be therapists to other people across the world. True.
So what are we talking about today?
Jay gave us a list of things that really to go over, and I really like this one because I think it kind of falls perfect where we're at with the season.
Okay.
Right. We're in the fourth quarter, right? The years we're pretty much over.
Okay.
Right. Everyone's just trying to survive right now, right? Financially. Right, buying presents for little baby kids you can't stand. No, they gotta love kids.
That inflation, I noticed it today.
Is crazy, right? But I do know that we do lie to ourselves and keep us stuck.
Okay.
But we don't know we're lying to ourselves until we have a podcast or a conversation like this. They were like, oh wait, hold on, I have been lying to myself because if we go back, think about it. If we go back to when we lived in Santa Ana. Right, or even the beginning stages of relationship in Moreno Valley times. Okay. Right, like how many lies do we tell ourselves that we're on a diet but we just can't lose weight?
Are the reasons why?
Right? And I think that it's good to highlight these because it's our past we're talking about. We're not like someone left a comment the other day. I'm not sure if you saw that, Jay. Someone's like, oh, 101 on how not to get any clients. Well, first off, I have a wait list.
I did see that. I have
a wait list of 230 people. So
right.
I think I do a hell of a fucking job, right? Yeah, that didn't age well for you, guy. But also, to the same time, he got butthurt, but I was talking to him. So I said something in that podcast that really triggered him enough to leave a comment like that to let me know that he would never join my program.
Like, how dare you?
How dare you? But I told him, I was like, if I said something and you got you to comment like this, then I must have been talking to you and you probably should listen to it. Right? Because at the end of the day, I'm not looking every time I talk, I'm not trying to get a client. Right? Yeah. Every time I talk, I'm just sharing a story to help someone so they don't need to become my fucking client. And most of the time
you're talking to your current clients anyway.
Or my past self, right?
Yeah.
And so that kind of got me. I'm like, man, I was thinking of that. I was like, it's the perfect time to talk about that because I could bring up that stupid ass comment, but then we could also go into what Jay said, his fuck ass comment is like, think about the lies though, right? Like it got someone so frustrated that I said the truth that I kicked down a door of his lies and it's so mad. So let's dive into that. Let's take ourselves back to the old versions of ourselves, like the worst, like building of the worst version of ourselves.
Like the thickest of the thickest.
And see maybe we'll do our top 3 lies we told ourselves. And mine might be different than yours though.
Okay.
Right?
So right now what comes to mind, because where we're at with, you said fourth quarter, is I'm checked out and it's new year, new me. Okay. It's like, it's already holiday season.
There it is. Now we're getting
you know what? New year, new me, because it's so stressful right now.
The kids need this and I can't go to the gym.
Because I'm broke and I'm trying to figure out how to pay for presents. For some reason, I'm stuffing my face.
I'm starting to think
now I feel dumb, but it made sense at that time.
I'm starting to think that people's definition of broke is more rich because I hear people say that they're broke and we even to the point of us, trying to give back and stuff like that. People are sending messages that they can't afford this and can't afford that. We want to help everyone. But you've seen people, posting up them getting their nails done, popping bottles at the club, out at the bar.
Tell me they're getting evicted.
I'm thinking now, I never said we were broke back in our days, but we were definitely comfortable and we didn't make a lot.
We were comfortable in our limits.
But I was always broke for the right things.
Yeah.
Right? I wasn't broke for Korean barbecue. But I was broke for us to meal prep and take time out of our day because we're busy people.
Well,
and it cost too much to meal prep.
We weren't broke for Korean barbecue because we're going through so much that we deserve it. We've had a hard week. We deserve it. So it's really it's our treat.
And if you really look at it, we didn't get that big for not having treats throughout the whole entire day.
Yeah, but in that moment, you don't. doesn't compute.
Like why? Okay, but yeah, it doesn't compute exactly. The brain ain't working with the eyes, and the eyes ain't working with the stomach. There's no one's working with each other right now. I personally feel that we internally know that we're bullshitting, but it's a proven fact that if you lie to yourself long enough, you'll start believing it. Does that make sense?
I agree with that, and something comes to mind. I don't know if I've brought this up in a podcast before as an example. There's this lady that I was watching. I don't follow her. I don't know what her content is about. I think she's like she's a mom. But she was saying that she had a really long day. You know how a lot of times like you're doing something in the video to keep someone's attention. So she's putting together her meal, but it's like a Doritos nacho situation, homemade, right? Ooh. And she's like, oh, like I've been so busy all day, like I haven't had a chance to do anything, blah blah. And she's like, seriously, like, and I know I'm eating Doritos, and I know it's not the healthiest thing right now, but it's because I've been so busy that I didn't want to dirty another dish, and she's giving you all of this, like all these excuses when she could have just ate her Doritos instead of giving you the list of why.
Well, because think about,
the video wasn't about her food.
Yeah, but you know what she's doing is wrong. You know, like she knows in her head what she's doing is wrong. Like she's trying to persuade you of why it's okay for her to eat Doritos.
Please don't leave the comment about I shouldn't be eating this. Probably, right?
Yeah. Like you know, it reminds me of what's Pitch Perfect, where she's like, I call myself Fat Amy, so you skinny bitches can't call me fat, right? So it's like if I'm saying, oh, I know I shouldn't do this, then I've already a step ahead of you. But just because I'm saying like, oh, I'm fat, I shouldn't be fat, but then I go have 10,000 calories.
But it's only because of this.
It's exactly, right? It's like having that thing of like, okay, so I'm going to gaslight you into letting you think that I need to eat these Doritos, but internally we know we're doing the wrong thing.
Yeah.
Right? And like I always tell everyone. It's okay to just say I
wanted them.
Yeah, but yes. Yeah. I mean.
You could just say honest. I wanted them.
Well, but think about it though.
Or not say anything.
We don't like being honest with ourselves. True. We didn't like being. How many times did I get mad at you for eating bad food, but then you would make me healthy food? And then I go and eat pizza with premium.
So many times.
And then what happens when you called me out on that? What did I do?
You get mad.
Exactly. Why?
Because I was right. Because
it's the fucking truth, and no one likes hearing the truth. That's why when I say something and it triggers someone enough to say something, I know I said something that really ruffled their feathers. Because if someone were to say something that wasn't true, or I knew the other side of it, or whatever, I'm gonna bring actually like, hey, I see what I think you're completely wrong, and this is why you're completely wrong. Not, oh, this is why you don't have clients. First off, everyone knows I have clients. I post my wait list. Like I've never seen another coach.
That's not even a flex.
It's not a flex. I'm simply being honest of like, I'm one person. If you want to get on, there's 238 people in front of you now.
Today it was 38.
238 people. And we've already reached out to like 50 people. So that means we're up again. Right? So it's like one of those things where it's like, we got to start off. We need to start by being honest with ourselves.
Yeah.
You ate those Doritos not because you had to, because you wanted to. If we start like announcing to ourselves why we're doing things and just being honest, it opens up the door to change.
Yes.
Because you're telling yourself that you do have a problem. Acknowledge you have a problem. And the next step of acknowledging you have the problem is fixing the problem. People think that just because you acknowledge it, then you're a better person. It's not true. If you acknowledge and then you fix it, that's when you become a better person.
Yeah, you have to acknowledge without giving the excuse. This actually, maybe like 3 days ago, I was on the girls group chat on the HTM baddies. Ooh. And Cynthia started the conversation, and she's like, how are we doing? And everyone's like, hey, like we're like, everyone's saying like, you know, I'm struggling with this. Like we're all kind of like going through the fourth quarter blues, right? And then everyone's being very encouraging. I love that group chat. And then we're like, okay, so what are we going to do this time around to like keep the momentum? Because everyone's like, okay, like at the end of the year, this was my goal, and I'm like this far away. Like let's try to get as close as we can to that. I was saying, and they're like, okay, like let's do some accountability stuff. Like let's post our our tracking for the day.
Oh, you did when you went to Disneyland? I saw that.
So and then I was like, I chimed in because I want to be a peer there too. Like I don't want to only be seen as like here. Like I'm here with you.
You're a coach. You're a coach, but you're also in the thick of it too, because you still have some weight you want to lose before your next surgery date. We'll tell you guys the next podcast. Stay tuned for that.
So I was telling them, okay, so this is what my plan is, because I said, and this is a real thing, right? I'm very busy right now.
Yes.
But because I'm very busy, then I should be too fucking busy to think about food so much. Because if you are that busy,
then
why am I thinking about food? I'm too busy,
like
right?
That. Yeah.
So I told the girls, I was like, I'm putting myself actually on a meal plan so I don't have to think about the food.
Wow. I like that.
And it's not because, oh my God, end all be all a meal plan. But right now in this busy season, it takes away that second of what am I going to put together? I don't have to think about it because I already know.
What are you going to put together? Driving to fast food lines, us having a conversation what we're going to eat. You know me, I hate talking about what we're going to eat. Like nothing pisses me off more than having a conversation about freaking food. Like it just
I'm the worst about it.
Yeah, she's like, Francine's the worst, but that's what's going to make you a really great coach is because you do like food. And that's why you'll find all these recipes. And me, I don't have to say it. I don't have to find the recipes because I have you as my girlfriend. Mm-hmm. But sometimes I'm like, babe, I want ground turkey and white rice. That's all I want. And you're like, okay, I could put this. I'm like, babe.
But what's the razzle dazzle in that?
I was like, there's no razzle dazzle.
There's no calories for razzle dazzle.
Sugar-free barbecue sauce is my razzle dazzle. And I don't like eating plain all the time.
No.
But 2 of my meals, pre-workout, post-workout, are really plain. I could do that.
And they're the same every day.
We're trying to build you into at least just a pre-workout meal, and the rest you got it. Like macros and stuff like that. But you wouldn't be able to get where you're at today and be honest with your clients if you weren't honest with yourself years ago.
Yeah.
Right? And these hard conversations of like, hey, how are we going to stay on track? What are we doing wrong? X, Y, and Z. If you noticed, and I'm not sure if you guys caught on to that, there were no excuses thrown around with that group chat. You didn't say any excuses right now. You're just guys saying what you guys do to become better. Mm-hmm. And that is how I know I have some badass clients because yes, you were saying you're busy, but okay, sorry, there was an excuse, but it was a problem, but it was a solution.
Yeah.
You said, oh, I'm super busy right now, so I'm putting myself on a meal plan. Mm-hmm. Like before, just like, oh, I'm too busy, I'm going to quit. And like, that's our problem is like, we want to quit too fast.
Yeah.
Because it's easy to quit. Like, 38 more days before the end of the year, I'm just going to reach out to Heavy to Modified and Modified Frankie on January 1st.
It's because in the moment, we got to put ourselves back there. In that moment, like, it just feels so real. Like, you feel like, oh my gosh, like, I'm not going to get to this, like, place. So I might as well quit. Like, sometimes, like, in that moment, right? It feels 100%. Like it's so valid.
Even...
Like, how many times have we quit?
A lot.
Oh, I have a question for you.
What?
So you know how I told you the lies I've told myself, and even the more recent one of like, oh, I was busy. Like, do you have any recent things that you've like lied to yourself about?
The last bullshit I've told myself or I did was my first surgery of where I gained some weight and didn't get down to 265 like I said I was. I got down to like 275 or 280, and I wanted to get down to I got down to 270, 285.
He's dyslexic with numbers.
Yeah, I want to get down to 285 or 275, and I got down to like 285 or 290. But I didn't hit my goal. In my head, I was like, well, I worked so hard for this, and I'm gonna have surgery anyways, and they're gonna take off 5-10 pounds. And that's the time I didn't know.
Started doing all kinds of math.
So I just I started doing the whole math thing, and when I got to like a week before surgery, I'm like, oh man, like I did it again. I think I even called myself on the stories. So like that's why when I talk about this stuff of like us lying to ourselves, I'm sharing because I firsthand know how easy it is to lie. Like my first initial reaction in a day is to be lazy.
Oh yeah,
because
me too.
For 28 years of my life, I was lazy. Mm-hmm. Yes, people say I was fun and I worked hard, but I knew what I wanted to do and I knew what I was doing.
You weren't doing anything for
I wasn't doing
your
anything
well-being.
productive. I was just like on the cusp, you know? Mm-hmm. And it's easy for me to be lazy. Like for instance, like the surgery recovery, like I the other day was like, hey babe, I was like, we said we need to do these things 3 days ago, and we're dropping the ball, and we're dropping the ball as in us, and we got it done that whole day. We worked for 4 hours straight. We knocked everything out. It took us 4 hours of dedicated work. No, it took us 3
days and 4 hours.
Yeah, that technically, there he goes. Yeah, 3 days and 4 hours. So like I catch ourselves kind of getting to that lazy mode sometimes, but one thing I do notice, and I will give you your roses, is before you used to wait for me to be lazy so you would get the okay to be lazy. Mm-hmm. Now if I'm starting to be lazy, you'll kind of like chin check me.
Like, are we doing this? Or?
Yeah, exactly.
So we're just gonna fuck up?
And before we're just like, oh, well, I'll hop in bed and lay with them too. Let's go, whatever, right? So I thank you for that because, you know, it's a lot. We do a lot. And my biggest fear is going back to being my old me. And I don't think I'll ever do it, but it's still a fear. And I know that no matter what I've built,
decisions away.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Right. My worst version of myself is a couple bad decisions away for a long period of time. Mm-hmm. So that's why I feel like having these conversations of like kind of getting rid of these lies that we tell ourselves is going to be great because if you're sitting here and you're forcing yourself to believe your bullshit, then you're not becoming the best you.
True.
Right. And
you would also like, you would never accept someone else to continually lie to you. You would never accept that. Like if someone's just like lying to your face, because you're doing that to yourself, but you wouldn't allow someone else to do it. So why are you doing it to yourself?
Exactly. What they always say, like, become the person that you would be best friends with, right?
Yeah.
I wouldn't. The first couple years, or the first 28 years of my life, I wouldn't have been my best friend. Right? I was a liar. I was an asshole. I was, I didn't treat my body with respect. I didn't. And not every single day was like, oh, I'm a shitty person. Yeah. But majority of the time, like being that big and not like doing the things I know my grandpa raised me to, like being the man my grandpa raised me to be, like it doesn't feel good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I told you, like
there's shame in it.
Yeah, 100%. And people think it's bad to have shame in it, but if you know that you're capable more and God gave you a talent to be better and you're choosing not to, it's like shame on you. Because some people will be bad and do bad things and not give a fuck and generally not care. Like they're not listening to Modify Your Life podcast right now.
Yeah, because
they're just there for what? Like think about it. I didn't listen to podcasts, self-development podcasts when I was living life in an indulgence.
I didn't either, if I'm honest. Like even like now I'm like in this era I'm starting to, but before I would honestly only ingest things that fed my delusion and whatever like was going to suit me best.
Yeah, and me, I didn't listen to self-development stuff. Like I know like Daniel got me like a Gary Vee book and I read like a couple pages and I lied to him and I told him I finished it. But I talked a game and like I talked like I was doing the things I'm doing now, but I never did it before. And I feel like that's why I didn't go far in a DJ career. That's why I didn't go far on YouTube. That's why I didn't go far on social media before the weight loss stuff. Because I talked about it, I lied about doing it, and I never did it. And the universe gives you what you earn, not what you talk about.
So you'd only do it up until
it became work.
Until like you had to kind of show, what is it called? Your proof of, so you've said you've done all this. So like,
yeah, I did until it became work. Until I had to figure out how to edit another way, or I had to change with the times or whatever it might be. Okay. Right. So, and that just like, what a person, a master of none, right? A jack of all trades, a master of none, I got my hands in things and then I never finished it. Like coaching is like the only thing in my life that I've actually stuck with it. And we know I've had a rough couple months. Pre-surgery, like I've had a rough couple months. My mental's kind of been a little off. I've had some big family drama go on the last like 8 months of my life. Getting older kind of sucks because you kind of start seeing the true, like you kind of start seeing the world for what it is. The
rose-colored glasses come off.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Because like when you're younger and like I'm not saying we're young, we're in our 30s, but like
you're an adult now.
Yeah, but like when you start seeing how you're like that your uncles and aunts and your moms and your dads are just human beings. Like they were like these people that you had like they're not like the superhumans. They're like actual like sometimes they're like flawed people. Yeah. It's kind of like damn, like that person taught me how to ride a bike, or that person told me that it's not good to be like this, but they're being exactly like that. Or you know what I mean? So I've had my my battles over the last couple of months, but I've never wanted to quit on coaching. I've never not wanted to work with people. I needed a break before, and I told you that I had to talk with the therapist, and she's like, all midweek I'll take a day off just to like kind of detach from people, because she works with
and we restructured your work schedule.
And we were exactly, and now I've been a lot better and stuff like that. But I think the reason why I haven't gave up, I haven't quit, is because I don't give in to any lies I tell myself anymore.
So how would you have someone stop lying to themselves, like starting though, because we've built this, but how would they start?
It's the little things, right? It's the little things. So for instance, you're doing your cardio, right? Okay. This person's on a health journey and you did 25 minutes, but did you do 25 minutes? I don't care if you did 24.5. Did you do 25? Like it's the little things, right? Did you let your food stay in the microwave for the complete 2 minutes, or did you take it 10 seconds early because you couldn't wait? Keep your word to yourself. Right, keep your word to yourself. Like, and people don't think that these little minute things they think they're nothing, right? They think they're nothing. And they're the biggest things, right? Like, did you drop something on your floor and keep walking and let someone else pick it up? Okay. Right? Did you set your alarm for 6 a.m. and then right before you went to sleep, when you're doom scrolling, you change it to 7 a.m.? Like little things like that, like you're basically just setting yourself up for failure because you keep giving into your lies. Like in order to change yourself, you need to stop lying. Yep. Stop telling yourself that you can't lose weight. Stop telling yourself you're tracking your food. Stop lying to yourself that all you do is drink is water. Like if you stop lying to yourself, which is no one's going to judge you for it. It's this is you versus you thing.
Yeah.
If you stop lying to yourself,
because you have to live with those
even,
decisions.
Like friendships, like I went back, and I do this a lot. I went back to like friendships. I'm like, oh, that friendship stuff. Like I could have been a better person. Like the Charlie situation. Like, and people are like, oh, well, it's old. Why would you think about that? I still would lie to myself to say I was a really good friend.
It still would have ended, but
there's things that could have been better.
Okay, but it still wouldn't have changed that friendship would have ended. It's just that you feel like you weren't the best person.
I was lying to myself. I wasn't a good person. I was not. I was mean. And like that's the honesty it takes. So if I'm sitting here trying to coach someone into being a good person to their self, then pay attention to the little lies you tell yourself every single day. Mm-hmm. Right? Like pay attention. Like when you know that you told yourself you're going to scroll 3 more times and then you do 10, 20, 30, you lied to yourself.
Yeah.
You need to start respecting your word.
Or it's okay because blah, blah, blah.
It's not okay.
It's good. I think there's just so many external things that you don't have control over. So the things that you do have control over, you have to make sure that you show up for yourself.
And things that are out of your control, don't harp over them. Like, I feel that we will sit here and pull the little bit of hair we have left trying to change someone instead of changing yourself, because it's easier to know that you physically, you can't change that person.
I know.
But deep down inside you can change yourself. It's just going to take a lot of work. Mm-hmm. So we prefer to hyper focus on me trying to change this instead of me changing the 9,000 problems I have right in front of me.
Very true.
Right?
Focus
because
on
now
another shortcoming instead of your own.
Even sometimes like you catch me, you're like, hey, you're doing it again. Like you're trying to go this way. And I don't personally try to run away from the problem. But I do notice when things get stressed, I kind of like start another business or something. And now you've been on my ass of like staying with the heavy to modified and paying Jay and paying Victor.
And the team keeps you on a straight and narrow too.
But guess what though? Like we're starting to thrive again. Yeah. Right? Like we're starting to thrive. And I could look back and be 100% honest and say, I was a problem the last couple months. And the reason why everything kind of slowed down is because of my fault. Now, yes, there was solid excuses and valid excuses, but at the end of the day, it was still my fault. No matter what it was, how solid, how valid. If someone's like, "Oh, if I went through that, I would have quit," but know that's not the option. It's not my option, right? So you have to look back and look at your last 6 months and be like, "Okay, did I earn this? What did I do to earn this? How can I not do it? How did I lie to myself here? Yeah, how did I lie to myself here, and how can I fix it? Yeah, right. And when you start when you really start assessing yourself, like think about this. Look at yourself like you're the manager
and doing a performance review.
And you're doing a performance review on yourself at the end of the day.
That's great.
Right? If you sit back at the end of the day and be like, okay, I told Jay hard stop at 7:45. I got here 7 minutes late. That's not setting a good standard. Mm-hmm. Right? And I told you to be because
serious and she was set up.
And I didn't take my own self serious. Like you get what I'm saying? Like, and that's how blunt and honest you have to be. Right? Is that did happen. I was 7 minutes late today. I said hard stop at 7:45, but yeah, I showed up 7 minutes late. Yeah. Like, you get what I'm saying? But that right there is not, and people are like, oh, wow, I had to go because Frankie was doing her hair.
You just had surgery.
No, I just had surgery. No, the excuse, yes.
You knew you could have made it 7 minutes ago.
Like 100%. I should have got up and out of the loft in 10 minutes early and told you, hey, let's go. If I go to the car, you're going to be like, oh, fuck, I got to go. Hurry, I will go. Mm-hmm. So, like, you get what I'm saying? There's things I could have did and be here on time, even a couple minutes early. Yeah. But our problem is that they're like, oh, well, Jay is usually never on time, but now she was on time today, so it's okay. She could wait.
The one time she's on time.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, it's like you just sit here and you're lying to yourself. Yeah. You're basically getting a piece of shit and you're wrapping gold around it, and you're thinking but it's still a piece of shit. It's still going to smell.
Open up and it's going to be gold. It's probably not.
No, it's not. It's still be shit. Yeah. So pay attention to the little things you do and the little lies you tell yourself, and it's okay or this. You stop validating your bullshit. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? It's like when you park your car and you go to the store that you validate. Like, stop validating your bullshit. Right? Stop giving yourself the stamp of approval.
No, I really like what you said. Do a performance review with yourself.
No, it's true, because at the end of the day, it's like, would you hire yourself?
I never put a label on it, but I do that very often.
Yeah. Would you hire yourself?
Today, no.
No.
But overall, yes.
Yeah. And
today I had a rough day.
Oh yeah, for sure. Crash out for sure. And something that we do need to understand is that you're only as good as your last decision. Mm-hmm. So if you had a really good 7 days and Monday you shit the bed, you're only as good as that last decision, because now you gain some weight back. Now you have to rebuild the discipline. Now you have to figure out where you went wrong. Like, so that's why it's always good to like focus on that 80% of just doing the right thing, because it kind of gives that leeway of like that 20% of like you can sprinkle in some bullshit here and there and stop trying to be 100. Nice. Yeah, well, it is. I mean,
fun.
Live life.
Live
life, like enjoy yourself. Like, you think I care if my clients track their food on Thanksgiving? No, but the fact that that's their goal to lose weight, that's what I care about. Mm-hmm. If I had a client, and clients, if you're listening for freaking Thanksgiving, no, we can't put this out before Thanksgiving because they would try to use it against me. If they say like, Coach, this Thanksgiving, my cousin's coming down. I've been working my ass on the program. I'm just gonna chill this weekend. I would say, you know what? Okay, I appreciate that. Back to Monday, we'll be back on our grind. Mm-hmm. Make sure you do a check-in. Make sure you take your photos
and that you do something hard.
And make sure you do something hard on the holidays, and I'll talk to you. Go have a good time. Mm-hmm. But the problem is I've only gotten like 1 or 2 texts like from my clients of like, hey coach, this vacation's a boys trip. I'm gonna do what I want. I'm like, cool. I do the same thing. Mm-hmm. But you planned it out, and I see you just lost 40 pounds in the last 6 months. Yeah. So that's badass. Not saying you had to earn it, but you're on the right track. Take a little second. Go be a human being. Enjoy yourself. We're only young for so long. But the problem is that, oh coach, I'm doing this and that. Then you don't track your food all week for Thanksgiving. Then like, well, why don't you track your food? Oh, because my cousin came in town. So what's your cousin have to do with tracking your food? Oh, well, I got busy.
What about 2 weeks ago?
What about the last week? What about all of November? Why didn't you?
We go up in there.
So that's what I'm saying though. So pay attention to the little things, and when you start paying attention to the little things, you're gonna see why your bigger picture is all fucked up.
And do your performance review.
Yeah.
You'll probably fire yourself. I did a few times.
Fire yourself. No, you should fire yourself, right? You should. You should. And then you'll figure out how to do better. And like, hey, like this wasn't cool. It's not acceptable. You can't be mediocre and expect to be great.
Period. You
can't do that. It's not possible. It's never going to work. So get out there and focus on change those little lies that you're telling yourself. Understand that you're better than that. And the lies that you're telling yourself and you're making yourself feel better, that's just your weakest version of yourself winning.
So stop being a pretty little liar?
Yeah, stop being a pretty little liar. Stop being a little thick little liar, Get out there and, tell yourself the truth. Hurt your own feelings, right? Better you hurt your own feelings than someone else do it.
Period.
Like that. Mm-hmm. Or that scale hurts your feelings when January 1st comes. Because my prices are definitely going up about $75
whatever
to $100.
You gain, that's what I'm charging you more.
Yeah. I'm like, send me your check-in of the January or what's up, December, and then whatever you went up from December to January, I'm adding that on top of your pricing now.
That's crazy.
Now get out there and stop lying to yourself. You're better than that. You definitely can get this done. You are not tracking your food correctly. You're not giving this 100%. But once you start telling yourself the truth, when you know the problem, you can start fixing the problem. Get out there, become the best you. And don't forget to like and subscribe and comment, because we love making this content for you guys. I hope everyone has a great Thanksgiving.
Hope your mac and cheese wasn't dry.
Yeah.
Oh, that good mac and cheese.
Frankie's mac is good. Yeah, have a good Thanksgiving. Enjoy yourself. Track your food. Do something hard. Be a badass. And continue setting your goals, because, don't be that person that wasted January 1st to build momentum, because that is a very, very lazy person.
So you'll do that again next year.
And the next year. Yeah, and the next year.
Adios. All this happened for myself and my family. There's no way that this is real, man. It